Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Welcome to the graduation ceremony at the University of Akron. Please take a moment now to identify the nearest exit to you so you can safely exit the building if it should become necessary to do so. Out of respect for the dignity of this ceremony, we ask that you turn off your cell phone, pager, or other personal communication or entertainment devices. Please refrain from using personal communication devices during the ceremony. Thank you for your cooperation and understanding of this request. Our graduation ceremony will begin in a few moments.
Candidates, please be seated. Mr. President, the candidates are assembled.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. John Green, Interim President of the University of Akron, and it is my privilege to extend a most cordial welcome to all who have joined us for the 223rd commencement ceremonies of the University of Akron. Welcome, graduates, and welcome to the parents, spouses, relatives, and friends who have helped make this day possible and who share in your pride in this celebration. To honor the more than 1,800 military officers commissioned here who went on to serve our nation, please rise as the ROTC cadets present the colors for today's ceremony and remain standing to join Mariah Spritt in singing our national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets lit glare, the bombs bursting
Please be seated. Today, we are gathered in formal convocation with graduates in the College of Engineering, the College of Education, the College of Business Administration, and the College of Health Professions. The fall class of 2018 consists of 1,155 candidates. They come from 16 states and 19 countries, and include 57 candidates for doctorate degrees, 31 candidates for Juris Doctorate degrees, 176 candidates for master's degrees, 771 candidates for bachelor's degrees, and 121 for associate's degrees. We will begin with a few introductions. First and foremost, we are joined by representatives of our distinguished faculty. Will the faculty please rise and remain standing? We are honored to have with us members of the Board of Trustees of the University of Akron. As I ask that they stand as I call their names and remain standing. Vice Chair, Mrs. Olivia P. DeMas of Richfield. Vice Chair, Dr. Alfred Seralder of Akron. Mr. Ronald Bauer of Silver Lake. Mr. Thomas Needles of Whitehall, student trustees Joshua E.J. Thomas of Akron and Andrew Adolph of Canal Fulton, and advisory trustee Ms. Sandra Pionalto of Akron. Ms. Pionalto is a former president and CEO of the Federal Reserve Bank of Cleveland and a very special University of Akron alumna. In the 1970s, Sandy was among the first students chosen to represent her classmates on our Board of Trustees. In 2012, she became the first person selected to serve as an advisory trustee to our university. Sandy completes her second and final term in that role this month. We are also pleased to have with us members of the University of Akron administration. Will you please rise and remain standing? We are likewise honored to have with us today the Honorable Vernon Sykes from the Ohio Senate and the Honorable Amelia Strong Sykes from the Ohio House of Representatives, and the Honorable Marlene Andrzejewski of the Ohio House of Representatives. Will you please rise? Now please join me in greeting our trustees, administrators, faculty, and special guests. Please be seated. I now ask Ms. Olivia Damas, Vice Chair of the University of Akron's Board of Trustees, to extend greetings on behalf of the Board of Trustees. Mrs. Damas?
Thank you, Mr. President. Good afternoon. On behalf of the University of Akron's Board of Trustees, I offer a warm welcome to our guests and especially to the fall 2018 graduating class. Graduates, you are the primary reason why this university exists, and we thank you for entrusting us with your higher education. You had many options from which to choose, and we sincerely hope your Akron experience has proven that you chose wisely. In addition to conveying our gratitude, we want you to know that we appreciate and applaud your accomplishments here. Through great effort and perseverance, you have seized opportunities to broaden and sharpen your thinking, expand your worldview, attain professional and personal growth, and become educated citizens. Now, you will have more and greater opportunities to thrive, to contribute, and to serve. My fellow trustees and I wish that the journey awaiting you will be filled with good health, good fortune, and continued success, and will from time to time lead you back here to your alma mater. We're honored to join with your families, friends, and faculty in celebrating this important milestone. Congratulations.
Graduates, you entered this building today as students, and you will leave it as alumni. Before that transformation takes place, it is appropriate to hear from a representative of the class of 2018. Accepting that responsibility for this afternoon's ceremony is Peyton Zachrich. Before I call Peyton forward, allow me to tell you a little bit about him. Peyton graduates today summa cum laude with a Bachelor of Business Administration and Financial Management with a stunning GPA of 3.98. Peyton is the recipient of the 2017 Hampel Memorial Scholarship, the CPCU Lohman Scholarship, and the Finance Advisory Board Scholarship. He was a UA team member for the 2016 Holt Prize, which is an international social enterprise competition. Peyton's team placed in the top 10 out of 25,000 teams worldwide. During his time at Akron, Peyton worked 3 different part-time jobs, as well as 4 full-time internships, the most recent being this last summer at Unilever. Peyton also spent a full year in study abroad at the Cledge Business School in Marseille, France. Peyton volunteers as a project manager For Feng Mango, a global financial literacy nonprofit, where he currently oversees a partnership with Produbanco in Ecuador to empower children and young adults with free, effective financial education. Peyton has served as the president of the Financial Management Association, a UA tour guide, a volunteer with Habitat for Humanity, and is a member of Beta Gamma Sigma, the honors business group, and several intramural basketball teams. Following graduation, he plans to travel for 5 months in Central and South America and then move back to New York to work in finance at Unilever. Peyton is the son of Rob and Tracy Zachrich of New Concord, Ohio. Peyton, we are honored to invite you to come forward and address the fall 2018 graduating class.
Hey everyone. A few years ago, on move-in day, I was so excited to move from my 2,000-person, 4-stoplight village to the huge metropolis of Akron, Ohio, that I forgot to put my truck in park in the north parking garage and dented my bumper on the cement wall. What if, instead of calling my dad, 18-year-old me accidentally called my future self of December 15th, 2018? What advice would I have for that freshman? Here's what I think I'd say. First of all, listen up, buckaroo. Not everything during your time here is going to go according to plan, but you'll survive. That career you think you're going to pursue, not going to happen. You also run into challenges with health and fitness, friends, hard times emotionally, and lots of failures. But the good news, even when things seem completely devastating, like really awful, everything will be okay. You'll survive. Some amazing things will even come out of it when you're not expecting it. Second, get out of your comfort zone. Fail. Ask dumb questions. Talk to weird people. Do things differently than everyone else. And make your own choices. That's how you find out who you are. And be open-minded, because there's a lot you don't know about yourself yet. Third, start living the right way now. Tell the truth. And do the right thing. Seek ways to leverage what you have to make an impact for good. Take responsibility. Be thankful, and follow God. Putting all this off until you're way older is really tempting, but it's a huge mistake. You'll only be happy when you're living with purpose. And last, the years you have here at the University of Akron will always be a part of who you are. The relationships and the memories you make here are more important than any exam you take, or the money you make at your jobs or your internships. Hard work and discipline are important, but afternoon basketball games at the rec, day-long adventures with friends, and late nights at Manny's will always be worth more than days at beers. So here we are. We're at our next move-in day. If our future selves could talk to us today, I bet they would start off by saying, "Listen up, buckaroo." And then they tell us a lot of the same things. The most important lessons that we've learned here at the University of Akron weren't in statistics or Comp 2. But that we can make it through and overcome much more than we think. We build who we are when we're outside of our comfort zone. It's never the wrong time to live with integrity and purpose. And the most important things happen outside of our work. Everyone here has something to be really proud of today. We've made it through a lot, and we've changed a lot on our way to becoming the class of 2018. Congratulations to everyone, and I hope we all never forget the lessons that we've learned here. Thank you.
Mrs. DeMoss, fellow trustees, distinguished colleagues, family, friends, and guests, and most importantly, the class of 2018. Congratulations to you all. And thank you for this opportunity to share just a few thoughts with you today about, of all things, transformation. The word comes to English from Greek, and if you take it apart and put it back together, a good meaning of transformation is a thorough shaping or reshaping of people, places, and things. I came across an interesting quote on transformation. It goes, "The universe is transformation. Life is opinion." Let me repeat that. The universe is transformation, and life is opinion. This quote is from the philosopher Marcus Aurelius. He had a day job as Roman emperor for about 20 years, about 2,000 years ago. This quote is valuable for us today because it counterpoises the universe with life and transformation with opinion. Of course, life is part of the universe, and transformation is in part a matter of opinion. So let's briefly explore this puzzle. Aurelius was highlighting a critical distinction between the flux that surrounds our lives and the way we think about that flux. Or, as a much less famous philosopher, my Grammy Green, used to say, what are you going to do about what is already being done? My grandmother had her own way with dealing with puzzles. As educated people, you have learned a good bit about the universe. But just as importantly, you have learned a good bit about opinions as well. And if the Emperor Aurelius and Grammy Green are right, your knowledge and opinions will be thoroughly reshaped for as long as you are alive. These insights are relevant today in at least 3 ways. First, each of you is well equipped to deal with the universal transformation in big ways and in small ways. Some transformations are unexpected and thus they seem larger than life. One of those things happened to the Emperor Aurelius. He didn't really ever think he'd be emperor, and he certainly didn't want to be emperor. But one day he discovered that he had become the adopted grandson of the sitting emperor. And then, due to a series of unfortunate events, he became emperor himself, a job he really didn't want. No wonder he turned to philosophy. But many of the most important transformations seem to be part of life because they are generally anticipated. Grammy Green always thought that she was going to be a wife and a mother, but what she didn't count on is that she would have 12 children. Now that's a lot of kids, even back in the day when families were much larger. I think philosophy was really important to her as well, as she brought 12 children into the world, nurtured them, and educated them. In either case, whether you're dealing with a major change like the emperor or a small, more expected change like my grandmother, you have the ability to respond to thorough reshaping. You have learned how, when, and from where to obtain information, how to discern its relevance and validity, how to utilize information to form valid opinions, and how to act upon those opinions. Remember, the universe is transformation, but life is not just about change, surviving when change happens, but thriving in the midst of change. It's not just about enduring change, but prevailing. It's not just about adjusting well, but understanding more fully. Second, you are empowered to influence the universal transformation in big ways and in small ways. Some changes are vast and long remembered. For example, we still talk about the Emperor Aurelius, even though he's been gone for about 2,000 years, and he was known in his own time as one of the 5 good Roman emperors. Now think about that for a moment. The Roman Empire lasted a long time, and they only had 5 good emperors by their own reckoning. It's kind of like saying, my uncle's a loan shark, but he's a good loan shark. So the emperor was faced with a really very difficult job, and by all accounts, he did a very good job of managing the security and the prosperity of the empire, so much so that we remember him all these years later. But there are no less valuable but modest ways in which we can make the world better, and which become part of our collective experience as we move forward. My Grammy Green was the first woman in her family to obtain a college degree. And education was extremely important to her. And one of the major reasons that I stand before you today in this role is because of her. Education was very important to her. All of her children got college degrees, and all of her grandchildren and her great-grandchildren, and so forth into the future. These are examples of how you and I can make a difference. Here at the University of Akron, you've learned how to discipline your thinking with valid opinions. This type of critical thinking produces better decisions produces better results, and better results produce better lives. Remember, the universe is transformation, but life is about pushing and pulling the universe in the right direction. Finally, one of the most profound universal transformations has already taken place, and that's your personal transformation. In a few minutes, we will acknowledge this thorough reshaping when you are asked to move your tassels from the right to the left side of your mortarboard. This moment always sends chills up my spine. Let's each of us just take a brief moment of silence and think about this. How have I changed in my time at the University of Akron? Surely some of you identified a dramatic moment, a breakthrough, a flash of insight that thoroughly reshaped your opinions. Others may recognize a slow and steady, perhaps winding path to your current situation. No doubt, some of the most important things you learned here at the University of Akron did not come from books or labs or lectures, but from the people you encountered. You discovered that you brought preconceptions to the university that were not shared by others. You encountered new cultures, new customs, and new ideas. You were exposed to opinions that clashed with the ones that you brought from home. You were challenged, not blindly to throw out existing ideas and adopt new ones, but to consider both, to weigh each, and to come to your own conclusions for yourself. Remember, the universe is transformation, but life is about not just about how we respond or what we do, but ultimately it's about who we are. Now, the Emperor Aurelius knew who he was. He was a Stoic, a practitioner of an ancient philosophy that saw the purpose of life to be virtuous and to avoid the distractions of pain and pleasure in this world. Grammy Green knew who she was as well. She was a Methodist, and she spent her entire life trying to follow the guidelines of holiness, both personal holiness in her private life, but also social holiness in spreading goodness and truth to everyone she encountered. And now you will be graduates, new members of the timeless fellowship of the human spirit. Godspeed, class of 2018. I now invite everyone to rise and join Moriah Spirit in singing our alma mater. The words are provided on page 37 of your program.
Streams of
Please be seated. I now invite Provost Ramsier to come forward as we proceed with the awarding of degrees.
Ladies and gentlemen, by your presence here today, we know that you understand the value of education. Universities are involved in expanding human knowledge. Our faculty and students do so by engaging in research and scholarly activity which lead to new discoveries. The students you are about to meet have contributed to this process of knowledge creation. Will the Executive Dean of the Graduate School, Dr. Chand Mitta, and the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Education, and Doctor of Nursing Practice degrees please rise? Mr. President, these students have successfully fulfilled the requirements of the graduate school. With the approval of the Executive Dean and the graduate faculty, they are now presented to you to receive the Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Education, or Doctor of Nursing Practice degree.
Thank you, Dr. Ramsier. Congratulations, candidates, on this remarkable achievement. Exercising the authority of the trustees of the University of Akron, legally invested by the people of the state of Ohio, and upon the recommendation of our faculty, I now confer upon each of you who has fulfilled all the highest requirements of the university the Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Education, or Doctor of Nursing Practice degree, with all the rights, privileges, and duties and responsibilities of that degree. As evidence of this achievement, you now will be vested with the hood of the Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Education, or Doctor of Nursing Practice, and receive an appropriately inscribed diploma.
Doctors of Philosophy, Doctors of Education, and Doctors of Nursing Practice, please come forward to receive your diplomas as directed by the University Marshals. We ask the audience to please hold your applause until the last name has been called. From the College of Engineering, receiving the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Sagar Alumni, hooded by Dr. Shenyang Wang. Abdul Aziz Al-Fuhayed, hooded by Dr. Shenyang Wang. Samir Al-Ghanmi, hooded by Dr. Shenyang Wang. Sultan Al-Shahari, hooded by Dr. Shenyang Wang. Kayvon Amini Koi, hooded by Dr. Ruzbe Amini. Anoop Pant, hooded by Dr. Ruzbe Amini. Vineet Sunny Thomas, hooded by Dr. Ruzbe Amini. Srikanth Bajaj, hooded by Dr. Anil Putnak. Ramila Joshi, hooded by Dr. Hussain Tavana. Tuo Luo, hooded by Dr. Chen Ling. Sayed Morteza Moran, hooded by Dr. Chen Ling. Preetham Patil, hooded by Dr. Nick Leipzig. Mingkun Sun, hooded by Dr. Wisla Binyenda. Hui Tao, hooded by Dr. Wisla Binyenda. Zhanyu Zhu, hooded by Dr. Gregory Morsher. From the LeBron James Family Foundation College of Education, receiving the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Gada Awad, hooded by Dr. Lynn Smolin. Receiving the degree Doctor of Education, Kristen Lauren Karasek, hooded by Dr. Sandra Conyer. Andrew Milks, hooded by Dr. Wandamu Ahmed. Barbara Milliken, hooded by Dr. Renee Mudry Camino. Cameron Rybaugh, hooded by Dr. Jin Lang. From the College of Health Professions, receiving the degree Doctor of Nursing Practice, Margaret Contrera, hooded by Dr. Carolyn Murrock. Nicholas Farinacci, hooded by Dr. Carolyn Murrock. John Davis, hooded by Dr. Linda Shanks. Andrea Haverstock, hooded by Dr. Linda Shanks. Fiona Ju, hooded by Dr. Linda Shanks. Carrie Litton, hooded by Dr. Linda Shanks. Jenny Michael, hooded by Dr. Linda Shanks. Leah Rawdon, hooded by Dr. Linda Shanks. Laura Safe, hooded by Dr. Linda Shanks. Patrick Vaccaro, hooded by Dr. Linda Shanks. Judith Grawn, hooded by Dr. Connie Chronister. Receiving the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Tara Howell Muth, hooded by Dr. Varuni Fai Sanganajavich.
Will the candidates for the master's degree please stand? Mr. President, these students have successfully fulfilled the requirements of a master's degree program. With the approval of the Executive Dean and the graduate faculty, they are now presented to you to receive their master's degree.
Thank you, Dr. Ramsey. Congratulations to you all. Exercising the authority of the trustees of the University of Akron, legally vested by the people of the state of Ohio, and upon recommendation of our faculty, I now confer upon each of you who have fulfilled all the requirements, the master's degree, with all the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities of that degree. As evidence of this achievement, you will now receive the appropriate diploma.
Candidates, please come forward as directed by the University Marshals. Again, we ask those of you in the audience to please hold your applause until the last name has been called. From the College of Engineering, receiving the degree Master of Science in Biomedical Engineering, Elham Malekzada. Receiving the degree Master of Science in Chemical Engineering, Xiao-Ing Tang. Receiving the degree Master of Science in Civil Engineering, Nader Elgahoai. Ruth Klee. Ganesh Pandey. Zachary Teeter. Receiving the degree Master of Science in Electrical Engineering, William Miner. Shushma Bhargvi Nima Alapali. Receiving the degree Master of Science in Engineering, India Kazmarek. Receiving the degree Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Yamini Baudet. Sai Krishna Enabotala. Tamira Ford. Iswar Gautam, Anish John Jacob, Alex Russell, Renal Ukani. From the LeBron James Family Foundation College of Education, receiving the degree Master of Arts in Education, Ibitsam Alshmari. Deborah Ferris. Randy Myers. Charday Suttles. Kristen Swiner. Caitlin Taylor. Receiving the degree Master of Science in Curriculum and Instruction, Pascal Abel. Caitlin Carson. Adam Hosner. Tammy Hupp Aldridge. Benjamin Kraus. Danica Wessel. Kayla Whitlow. From the College of Business Administration, receiving the degree Master of Arts, Martin DeBresu. Alyssa Gregg. Receiving the degree Master of Business Administration, Sachi Argabright. Rachna Asapu. Christopher Cox. Lubar Diouf. Mark Greathouse, also receiving Associate of Applied Science in Mechanical Engineering Technology. Lindsay Haler. Joseph Lanny. Zachary Lorenzen. Sean McLaughlin. Ted Rosalva. Scott Saffel. Kushali Shah. Receiving the degree Master of Science in Management, Kaniyo Banor. Elijah Eubanks. Xiaojing Fang. Bize Gising Lama. Osho Kandaviti. Nikelaishwar Mulakala. Oluwatoyin Olatali. Anisha Dipali Pulavarapu. Richard Smith. Receiving the degree Master of Taxation, Adam Fink. Alexander Schulte. From the College of Health Professions, receiving the degree Master of Arts in Education, Lauren Bowden. Lauren Calderon. Morgan Clevidence. Marie DeFranco. Amanda Glorioso. Nina Kapusta. Hawanatu Kargabo. Andrew Miller. Olivia Perna. Lindsay Simons. Nicole Skufka. Roxanne Smethers. Gabrielle Stone. Receiving the degree Master of Arts in Speech Language Pathology, Michael Hickman. Receiving the degree Master of Public Health, Ashley Gorbulja. David McCartney. Receiving the degree Master of Science in Education, Jordan Armstrong. Aaron Dipple. Taylor Llewellyn. Isaac Sievers. Wendy Simone. Wilmot Sowa.
It is appropriate that we give special recognition to graduates who have demonstrated outstanding scholastic achievement in the completion of an undergraduate degree. On page 12 of your program, you will find an explanation of the criteria for awarding these special designations. Recipients of academic honors are also noted individually in your program. As each group is called, I ask that its members please rise and remain standing. As they do, I ask our audience to take notice of the honor cords, stoles, and medallions worn by these graduates as symbols of their exemplary accomplishments. I also ask that you hold your applause until all the groups have been recognized. Will those graduating summa cum laude please rise? Will those graduating magna cum laude please rise? Will those graduating cum laude please rise? Will those graduating with highest distinction, high distinction, or distinction please rise? Will the Williams Honor Scholars please rise? Will those who have been inducted into collegiate honor societies also please rise? In addition to these scholars, we recognize those who have served our nation. Will candidates who are veterans or current members of the armed forces please rise? Congratulations to you all. Please be seated. Now we will proceed with the conferral of undergraduate degrees. Dr. Ramsey?
Will Dean Craig Menzimer and the candidates for degrees from the College of Engineering please rise and remain standing? Will Dean Jared Tudor and candidates for degrees from the LeBron James Family Foundation College of Education please rise and remain standing? Will Dean Robbie Croby and the candidates for degrees from the College of Business Administration please rise and remain standing? And will Associate Dean Robert Schwartz and the candidates for the degrees from the College of Health Professions please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, these students have successfully fulfilled the requirements of one of the undergraduate degrees in their respective colleges. With the approval of the deans and the faculty, these students are now presented to you to receive their undergraduate degree.
Thank you, Dr. Ramsey. Congratulations to you all. Exercising the authority of the trustees of the University of Akron, legally vested by the people of the state of Ohio, and upon the recommendation of our faculty, I now confer upon each of you who has fulfilled all the requirements the appropriate degree with all the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities of that degree. Would you please be seated for a moment? Now, candidates, as evidence of your achievements, you will be called to stage to receive your diploma. Please follow the directions of the University Marshals. I look forward to greeting each of you personally on stage.
In appreciation and respect for all our graduates, we would like you to hold your applause and any acknowledgments of your individual student so that our graduates and their guests are able to hear their names called. From the College of Engineering, receiving the degree, Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Engineering, John Beach. Summa cum laude, Amelia Dyke. Magna cum laude, Rosanna Helmick. Ellen Klanowski. Nikhil Prasad. Receiving the degree, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Abdul Rahman Al-Malki. Gamaliel Bautista Sosa. Magna cum laude, Sean Blake. Jacob Campbell. Jason Klein. Nicholas Constantine. Daniel Rudy. Receiving the degree, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, cum laude, Jason White, Jr. Receiving the degree, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Firas Afandi. Cum laude, Abdul Karim Al-Maliki. Abdul Majid Al-Sharani. Joshua Cagle. Magna cum laude, Olivia Chapman. Jessica Dickerhoof. Matthew Hagendorfer. Charan JBR. Travis Jennings. Jason Miller. Matthew Modena. Corey Nahoda. Mitchell Fillions. Samuel Pintz. Cum laude, Cole Schreidel. Taquan Williams. Andrew Wood. Summa cum laude, Nicholas Wurst. Tyler Zambo. From the LeBron James Family Foundation College of Education, receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Education, summa cum laude, Aaron Anderson. Magna cum laude, Ashley Banks. Matthew Cottrell. Hannah Doe. Summa cum laude, Sean Griffiths. Kristen Koldzar. Summa cum laude, Laura Lakins. Summa cum laude, Alexandria LeBay. Cum laude, Daniel Ruff. Cum laude, Angelina Rutherford. Daniel Smith. Summa cum laude, Anna Wise. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Science in Education, magna cum laude, Tara Abbas. Summa cum laude, Emily Bader. Cum laude, Kristen Bates. Summa cum laude, Bethany Bowering. Cum laude, Kaylee Butler. Magna cum laude, Chanel Kennedy Mitchell. Magna cum laude, Taylor Doherty. Magna cum laude, Terry Lynn Dent. Cum laude, Abigail Dietrich. Daniel Edwards. Cum laude, Jasmine Gardner. Magna cum laude, Megan Ginley. Summa cum laude, Bernadette Grady. Magna cum laude, Christopher Greenlee. Sarah Heinlein. Summa cum laude, Sarah Hunter. Magna cum laude, Catherine Hurst. Summa cum laude, Rebecca Jett. Helena King. Summa cum laude, Courtney Koska. Sarah Lang. Summa cum laude, Michaela Lupo. Magna cum laude, Gabrielle Linsky. Summa cum laude, Lacey Marinero. Magna cum laude, Madeline Martin. Summa cum laude, Amanda McMarlin. Caitlin Menser. Magna cum laude, Kristen Miller. Brittany Montanez. Cum laude, Michaela Mushett. Brandon Ray. Summa cum laude, Allison Rexroad. Elizabeth Ringer. Summa cum laude, Amanda Rohde. Magna cum laude, Emily Rutt. Summa cum laude, Taylor Sass. Magna cum laude, Carly Seegers. Summa cum laude, Isabel Sestito. Summa cum laude, Kelly Stallnecker. Danielle Stewart. Magna cum laude, Megan Storad. Summa cum laude, Casey Taylor. Jeremy Thompson. Summa cum laude, Kelly Walsh. Cum laude, Caitlin Weber. Abigail Wise. Magna cum laude, Caitlin Zikafus. From the College of Business Administration, receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts, Caleb Maccabeer. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Business Administration, Stephen Attico. Cum laude, Naouf Aldo Shari. Yusuf Alfrahim. Devin Allen. Magna cum laude, Nicholas Armeo, also receiving magna cum laude, Bachelor of Science in Accounting. Nathan Armbruster. Cassidy Arve. Jessica Babka, also receiving Bachelor of Business Administration in 2 disciplines. Sharada Bagat. Sharon Bowles. Ronica Brady. Michael Breedlove. Juliana Brehun. Cameron Brown. Spencer Burke. James Seraldo. Philip Collier. Chantal Doherty. Andrew Dawson. Bradley D'Amico. Cum laude, Christian Durbin. Joseph Durbin. Jacob Durr. Khalil Evans. Michelle Field, receiving Bachelor of Business Administration in 2 disciplines. Cameron Fiffick. Summa cum laude, Megan Foltz. Trevor Garner. Kristen Jeniton. Dylan Griffin. Magna cum laude, Jeremy Haberman. Magna cum laude, Taylor Hackenberg. Zachary Hagee. Dorothy Hampton. James Haar. Magna cum laude, Julia Hatch, also receiving with highest distinction, Associate of Applied Business in Hospitality Management. Paul Michael Hott. Catherine Hicken. Lisa Jarvis. Magna cum laude, Jacob Jones. Patrick Kabazinski. Aliza Khalifa. Miles Kirk. Joseph Korb. Clay Kozlowski. Jessica Limbers. Tua Lore. Paige Lorenzen. Noah Mong. Max Martinez. Grace Mayer. Summa cum laude, Lane McKinley. Mark Mealing. Christina Mem. Adam Mickle. Michael Novacek. Cum laude, Zachary Mackenzie Novak. Thomas O'Leary. Clayton Otto. Slobodanka Petrovic. Summa cum laude, Miranda Radisik. Kartik Ragurum. Trevor Rosbeck. Andrew Reed. Tyler Reed. Talise Reeves. Kimberly Romig. Gabrielle Samalak. Jeffrey Schulteis. Zaria Simmons. Madison Smith. Summa cum laude, Jacob Sowinski. Andrew Summers. Melanie Starlin. Omar Tureen. Patrick Tipton. Sophia Torchillo. Danielle Ewer. Kenneth Warner. Stephen Webb Jr. Nicholas Wolf. Summa cum laude, Peyton Zachrich. Bradley Zaruka. Receiving the degree, Bachelor of Science in Accounting, Sean Adkins. Sherry Allwood. Cum laude, Brady Botner. Trevor Brotzman. Madison Seifert. Bo Garner. Joseph Hirschfeld. Summa cum laude, Luke Holcomb. Cum laude, Tyler Howard. Dominic Liotta. William Manley III. Jacob Martinowski. Jordan Mills. Michael Papson. Magna cum laude, Brianne Porter. Summa cum laude, Austin Reich. Magna cum laude, Pamela Roberts. Sarah Ryland. Summa cum laude, Melissa Smeltzer. Abigail Stewart. Sierra Thien. Cum laude, Kevin Zingalis. From the College of Health Professions, receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts, Brooke Keller. Magna cum laude, Kyle Sondrecker. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Child Life Specialist, Magna cum laude, Rachel Upp. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts Social Work, Brian Bentley. Fatima Brown. Nicole Cariotti. Fatima Dees. Tommy Ellington, Jr. Amanda Ferry. Kelly Garreau. Lamont Graham. Magna cum laude, Michaela Harper. Magna cum laude, Lauren Hegendorfer. Jenna Hawley. Nicolina Kajik. Cody Keller. Laura Liascos. Bryce Leffler, Jr. Summa cum laude, Nicole Morton. Kimberly Myers. Magna cum laude, David Pendleton. Bernice Petty. Chavez Pittman. Samantha Shenegi. Robin Maria Thomas. Ebony Warren. Sarah Yu. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Science in Dietetics, Liliana Tapper. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Science in Education, magna cum laude, Fulton Benya II. Matthew Blaha. Magna cum laude, Jonathan Brunty. Hugh Cade IV. Megan Davidson. Magna cum laude, David Dickinson, Jr. Dale Lynn Featherstone. James Fonseca. Austin Friel. Jordan George. Stephanie Hale. Jacob Hartman. Potter Her. Brandon Junk. Azana Kase. Tiandria Mitchell. Kyle Osborne. Michael Perkins, Jr. Alexandria Shaver. Malcolm Thomas, Jr. Darian Williams. Newman Williams. James Wilson II. Raymond Yates, Jr. Robert Jaginer. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science, David Ashley. Alexis Aston. Marco Baiko. Ariana Brown. Lily Bryant. Emily Carlin. Magna cum laude, Quenisha Code. Ryan Gant. DeAndre Gilberry. Logan Kent. Kyle Orgovan. Taylor Petroff. Tyler Potts. Marlena Rausch. Magna cum laude, Erica Schrader. Rachel Souders. Kennedy Soik. Andrew Stenger. Nigel Woodard Hinton. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Science in Food and Environmental Nutrition, Nathan Burns. Nicole Charillo. Magna cum laude, Janie Hirschberger. Magna cum laude, Olivia Stiegel. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Quinice Banks. Magna cum laude, Elena Bocala Mevar. Angela Bowden. Magna cum laude, Lacey Burkholder. Mary Lynn Chapman II. Magna cum laude, Mahaley Klein. Stephanie Cowart. Stephanie Fairbanks. Summa cum laude, Lindsay Gall. Magna cum laude, Hong Ying Hazel IV. Summa cum laude, Hannah Heilig. Magna cum laude, Ashley Hobbs. Tracy Jakolovic. Summa cum laude, Kathleen Knobloch. Magna cum laude, Michelle Crayley. Cum laude, Stephanie Miller. Summa cum laude, Alexa Palucci. Ashley Rager. Summa cum laude, Haley Schofter. Summa cum laude, Lacey Tennant. Magna cum laude, Riley Tyvanen. Magna cum laude, Noelle Werther. Maria Williams. From the College of Health Professions, receiving the degree Associate of Applied Science in Radiologic Technology with highest distinction, Tracy Jansen. Natalia Suarez. Receiving the degree Associate of Applied Science in Surgical Technology, Michael Coggy.
Class of 2018, it is now time to signify your new status as graduates by turning your tassels to the left side of your mortarboards. Congratulations! Graduates, no one makes this journey to this day alone. You have been supported in many ways by parents, spouses, friends, or other loved ones. In many cases, they have worked and sacrificed much to help you achieve this dream. So it is appropriate that you acknowledge all the family members and friends who are here today. Graduates, please stand, turn towards the audience, and express your appreciation. Graduates, will you please now be seated? You are now alumni of the University of Akron. I asked Mr. William Coleman, classes of 2008 and 2010, and Assistant Vice President of Alumni Relations and Executive Director of the Alumni Association, to welcome you into the University of Akron Alumni Association. Mr. Coleman.
Thank you, President Green, and congratulations, fellow alumni. As we draw near the end of this special commencement ceremony, a day which you have indeed earned, you will rise from your seat and walk out those doors as a proud graduate of the University of Akron. Before you do, know that you are about to become part of a larger family. That is a family made up of more than 177,000 Akron alumni spanning the world. In 1870, this university was founded on the principles of equal education and philanthropy. Just 3 years later, our university, then known as Doctoral College, graduated its first student, a woman named Susie Chamberlain, who earned a Bachelor of Science degree. That year, Doctoral College graduated just 4 students. And this weekend, we graduate over 1,000. That is, 1,000 graduates who will join a solid foundation of Akron alumni, grounded in achievement, one with a reputation for putting our heads down and going to work. We are national champions. We are business owners, award-winning writers, artists, educators, and some pretty awesome nurses too. We are the Akron Blue and Gold, and we zips are everywhere, and we take care of our own. As Executive Director, I extend to each of you an invitation to build and strengthen this common bond, to be active in the University of Akron Alumni Association, from recruiting new zips to mentoring current ones, or by joining the Roo Crew, our alumni volunteer program. And following this ceremony, let your first stop as alumni be GradFest, which is located in the Goodrich lobby, where together we will celebrate your chapter right here. For there now exists among us an eternal linkage. Know that your achievements will add to the collective success of our institution, our community, our nation, and our world. So on behalf of more than 177,000 alumni worldwide, I am pleased and very honored to welcome you all as members of the University of Akron Alumni Association. Best wishes in all you do, fellow alumni, and we couldn't end it without those 2 famous words. Go Zips!
Now I'd like to take just a moment to acknowledge the many individuals whose good work made this ceremony possible. First, let us thank our musicians, beginning with our vocalist, Mrs. Moriah Spritt. And our guitarist, Mr. Bridger Garman. And Dr. Christopher Blaha and the University Akron Brass Choir. I would also like to acknowledge our university orators, Director of Development for Donor Relations, Anthony Colucci, and Co-Director of Experiential Learning for the Center of Entrepreneurship and Civic Engagement, Mr. Ano Valles. Let us also thank the ceremony's Grand Marshal, College of Education Program Specialist, Ms. Kelly Schaff. And we also need to thank the University Marshals, whom you see in their gold robes. They are faculty and staff members who volunteer their time to help organize and facilitate this ceremony. Thank you, University Marshals. And last but not least, let us also thank our interpreter, Miss Lori Palmer. As we conclude our commencement ceremony, will the stage party please rise? Will our graduates please rise? Guests of our graduates, we suggest that you meet your graduate in the Goodrich lobby. On behalf of the trustees, faculty, and the University of Akron family everywhere, I wish you happiness and much success and many happy returns to your alma mater. And to all of you, best wishes for a joyous holiday season. Thank you for attending the 223rd commencement exercises of the University of Akron.